What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and today we're going to be doing another sample reading. This question came to us from RedRoof, and RedRoof wants to know, how does MD feel about our relationship? Ooh, that's a good question. I'm going to try to answer it, and I'm going to be using a spread that I picked up along the way. I'm not 100% sure where I got it, so I can't give props where the props are due, but I will be using it today. It's a 6-card spread that's going to tell us how MD, was it? Yes, how MD feels about RedRoof as a friend. Oh, this should be interesting. And let's get right into it. Let me shuffle up the deck. We're going to be using the Thelema Tarot today. Thelema? I'm not sure how to pronounce it, to be honest with you. I think it's Thelema. Did I call it Thelema? Thelema. We'll call it Thelema. And I've got my Demorturite skull here in front of me. Ooh. We've also got my Sodalite sphere. Very nice. Some crystals to help me manage this reading. So let me just shuffle up a few more times here. Well, I asked the tarot cards the question, how does MD feel about RedRoof? Alright, that should do it. I'll give it a cut. I'll move these crystals out of the way, and we will see what we got here. You see that? There it is. Let's center this a little bit better. There we go. That's more like it. That'll be more like it. There we go. Now we got space. Right there. I'll move that to the side. And 6-card tarot reading. Let's see what we have here. Alright, we got a lot of court cards. I'm seeing a lot of court cards. So immediately that tells me that there's a lot of different aspects to this relationship that we're not necessarily seeing on the surface. We have one major arcana, so let's see what that means. The first card we're going to look at is the King of Cups. And this card represents how MD presents themselves to you, RedRoof. How they present themselves. So I'm getting the sense that MD is a male, and he presents himself as a very open and creative person. Someone who's assured of their emotions and is not afraid to show them if need be. I get the sense that he's a creative person, someone who's very free and open, not as restricted as some people can be. So I think this shows that MD is at least presenting himself, RedRoof, to you as someone who can be looked to share emotions with, share feelings with, and just share creative fun with. Someone you can be creative and have fun with. So that's the image that I think that MD is portraying to you. This card is how they think or see you, RedRoof. And we have the Wheel. I get the feeling that RedRoof sees you as someone who kind of drifts in and out of his life, kind of is not exactly dependable, someone who will just disappear for periods of time without really saying anything and then drift back into his life. So I get the sense that there's some sort of roller coaster type energy going on here between you guys, and at least that's how MD perceives you, as being someone who is not completely dependable, a little bit flaky. He can't really depend on you to, go out on Friday nights. He's kind of more like, well, maybe, you know what I mean? So I get the sense that MD feels that you're kind of unstable a little bit as far as that goes. The third card is how MD feels about you as a whole. And we have the Page of Cups. So while MD is secure in his emotions and, is in touch with them, I think as a whole he sees you as someone who is not quite at his level when it comes to being open and sharing emotions and being emotionally available. So I do get the sense that MD's kind of likes you as a friend because you are someone who is emotional and kind of carefree and not, I wouldn't say immature, but kind of young at heart. is the sense I'm getting from this. So I think as a whole, they see you as someone who's fun, someone who's open, but maybe not quite to the level that MD is at. Not that he looks down on you or anything, but more that MD is someone who views you maybe not as emotionally available as he might be. But still, that's a great card. He sees you as someone who's fun and exciting. The fourth card here is something about you that attracts MD to you. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. And I get the sense that MD sees you as someone who is more, maybe more reserved and slow-paced and laid back. I get the sense that MD likes your laid-back nature, that you're not going to rush into anything. You're not going to make snap judgments. You're going to be more methodical in your approach to life. And I get the sense that MD really sees that as a trait that is in you that he values. So yeah, just being laid back and down to earth and well grounded is something that MD values in you. Something about you that turns MD off. And we have the Seven of Swords. Ooh. So the Seven of Swords speaks of deception, an element of deceit. Let me hold it with two hands here. An element of deceit that you might be displaying it sometimes. Deceit of the ego mind, of thoughts, of communication. So maybe you're not exactly 100% honest with MD. You might say one thing and then do another, and MD kind of doesn't like that. Okay, MD's someone who's in touch with themselves. He's honest and he's very emotional. So when you say things that you don't mean, or when you do things and that doesn't make sense. When you say things that you don't mean and you don't follow through with your promises, MD kind of takes that to heart and really doesn't like that. MD does not like that. Okay. The last card we have here is the level of interest they feel about you, RedRoof. How MD feels about you, and he's the King of Pentacles. Ooh. So this gives me the sense that MD really values your friendship a lot. I don't know how long this friendship has been in existence, but I get the sense that MD does value it, and it, sees it as something that should be protected and should be continued. I get the sense of the King of Pentacles being someone who's well grounded and who's also methodical, like the Knight of Pentacles that you displayed. So I think MD really values that you kind of compliment him in a way. You're a little bit more grounded than he is. While he might be more of an emotional person, you're a little bit more grounded. So I think MD values that, and it's a good compliment to his energies. So that's a good sign. Overall, I think the gist of this reading is that MD's an emotional person, and you got to be very cautious about what you say, because sometimes it might not go over so well. Sometimes it might be seen as deceit, and he's an emotional person. You can't really lie to an emotional person. You can't fool them, because they're going to take it to heart. They're going to take it personally, and even though to you might be a little thing, to MD it might be a much bigger thing than you even perceive it to be. But overall, if you want to be a better friend to MD, I'd say be more dependable. Be there for him when he needs you, and be more open. Yeah, I think that's about it. So if you have any questions, feel free to put those in the comment section. Any feedback would be very much appreciated. And I look forward to doing more readings in the future. This was a sample reading for a relationship, and I think it's a strong one. So thanks for sitting. If you have any questions, be sure to put those in the comment section. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.